Hello and welcome to episode 30 of our Timberborn Update 3 Harder Mode Let's Play with the Iron Teeth faction. That's right, 30 episodes. At this point, probably, I don't know, approaching 45 hours worth of gameplay in this one save. That's a whole lot of beavers. At any rate, last episode we finally finished the mega dam and got a little bit of water up in here, but we did start a, what was this, 30-something day drought? I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but yeah, medium-length drought for our playthrough at least. And we didn't get this filled up, which is unfortunate, but it is going to give us the opportunity to pretty much preserve most of this water that doesn't evaporate, at least through the drought, because our storage is, well, it's not full, but it's full enough, and we are decreasing very slowly our number of beavers. And we're going to keep doing that this episode as we get our bots more organized and in a better position to do what they need to do without just sitting around, among other things that we'll get to in a little bit. I do want to make sure that this district is more or less cleaned up. Maybe start building a little bit of a levee around our ruins here, if we even think we need it. Because I do want to harvest this. We are going to have some bots here that are still going to be taking all of that down and transferring it over here for our miners and our smelters. And then, of course, we have all the other scrap to clean up. And maybe see how much else we can get done in this area. There's not really a ton that I want to take care of over here, but there is a little bit more we can do to make it look nice. Maybe figure something else out with this little island right here, because that is about this, yeah. Outside of these little guys right here, this is the same height, this top piece, as everything over here, so that could end up being where we move our district center when we end up doing that, because ideally the water will never get higher than this path right here. That is the height of the dam on the other side, although there is not currently a mechanism for releasing water out of this side. I don't think it's ever going to get this high, honestly. I really don't see a situation in which that occurs. So we'll keep our eye on this, but again, there's not going to be any more water in here for at least the next 28.2 days. Realistically, the next 40-ish days, because of how long it's going to take water to get over here. That's not all we're going to be working on today, because you might have noticed these trains look a little bit different, and that is because Taubert has been hard at work making a brand new visual overhaul to the Choo Choo mod. It's not completely done yet, but this is an early version of what he's got put out. So let's take a look real quick at these new train designs, because I think they are fantastic. Let's get one right here. We'll end up pausing it. Yeah, so see this guy? We still have our guy driving the train in the little engineer's cab that I can't really get a good angle on. Look at him go. Can he see out the window? Anyway, this is a completely new asset using old game textures. I think this is one of the Folktales windows. But yeah, these I definitely recognize from some of the buildings. And of course, this is just regular wooden bridge textures and all that stuff. But he's done a really great job. This looks like a nice old-time steam locomotive. And we also have new carriages, cars, wagons, whatever you choose to call them. And you can change these by clicking on the engine. And you have flat wagons. You have a box wagon, like a box car. You have a tank. And you have a gondola, which is the, well, it's not exactly the original, but it's pretty similar to the original one. Of course, this would tip. In real life, you would load these with some sort of an ore or coal or sand or something. Obviously, the tank is for liquids. A flat wagon would be for carrying logs, and a box wagon would be for any other goods that otherwise shouldn't be exposed to the elements or might be kind of difficult to keep on an open car. So, as far as I can tell right now, there's no bearing on what can actually be carried in these based on the type that you select. I think it's just for appearance. So I think it would be fun to go and just change some of these around a little bit. Not all of them, but every so often just pick up a train and change what some of these look like. Until I learn otherwise, that only certain things can go in certain types of cars, we'll just have to try out different stuff. So that's already the flat wagon. I think it might be fun to actually have like a mixed consist, actually. Like this. It's a little bit more authentic to real-world railroad operations. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Obviously, we are playing a post-apocalyptic beaver city builder survival game, so realism probably isn't a word that needs to be used in this context. But it is really, really cool to see all of the fun new stuff that's going on. So I always just have a great time with stuff like this. I think it's fantastic. So we'll let them keep doing their thing, but I did want to let you guys know about that. I think it's a fantastic update, and I know there's a lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes as well. The trains are also a little longer, and there is this funny gap that happens. I guess it's just a function of stuff being redesigned. It's not quite as close together as it used to be, but it's just so cool to see the different variety here. I think there's a lot of other fun stuff coming, so of course we'll keep close tabs on that. And let's see, everything else is pretty much straightforward from what we were talking about last episode with regard to organizing stuff, kind of paring things back a little bit. And we are going to get our bots a little bit more streamlined to where they're going. It's like, for example, our main district, Floodgate as it is, currently has 9 unemployed bots, which means those guys can go somewhere else. This district currently needs 11. So let's go ahead and I'll just bump this up to 40. We'll try that, and I think there should be, yeah, I can just go down to 1. That'll be fine. We can get all of these things populated. They can start growing the trees again and whatever else that is they need to be doing. I don't really think we need the builder's hut, but that's why it's on the lowest priority workplace. But the haulers, we can certainly use those guys to move different logs around and all that stuff, because right now they should just be receiving gears, water, and I think that's it. But we actually don't need gears. Why am I receiving gears? Was that for building these things, number crunchers? We obviously don't need any more number crunchers. We have, well, actually that might not be enough to unlock everything, because I know there's a lot of this stuff we haven't taken a look at. Well, we'll unlock everything anyway. But I am going to export the gears back out because we no longer need them here. We'll receive those. I could probably get rid of these orders here, except logs, obviously. Yeah, that is sending. We're just not having any of that stuff. This district is, I guess, kind of the same story. It's just bio beavers instead of bots. So that's fine. And of course, down here, I don't think... Yeah, we have 6 bio beavers. We really don't need any. Well, honestly, we don't. So I think we're going to ship them back over here to Beaverburg, which, fitting, would be where all the actual bio beavers live. And then down here, obviously, is already 46. Oh, I have 10 unemployed bots. Okay, well, we'll have to fix this. So while we're here, actually, a hotly debated discussion topic in the comment section of the last video was the function of builders versus haulers in picking up rubble. As it turns out, it's the builders that are supposed to do this, which I guess makes sense, but I always thought it was the haulers. So that's why I got rid of all the builders' huts except the one, and kept 2 hauling posts. Friends, I don't think we need 2 hauling posts, so I'm going to kill that. And I'm going to come back down here and put a couple of builders' huts just to, you know, get some of this stuff out of the way. Go ahead and set that up to be bots. Let them do that thing. And then we can actually export some of these bots back over to other districts, like, say, this one over here, and get our bio beavers back where they need to go. That sounds like a plan to me. So let's actually go ahead and do that, because then we can also stop exporting packaged food, which I think would be a very, very good idea. So let's go ahead, take our population, and we're going to up this to 20, I think, would be a smart move. Okay, and then District 28 has 40. I think 40 is probably realistically all that we'd need. And Beaverburg should probably have about 50 at this exact moment in time. So now that all of the bio beavers are hopefully leaving. Did I do the wrong district? No. Okay, I just have to actually transfer them out. Bye-bye. Go home now. You're free. Well, you're not free. You just have to go over there. So what we can do now is instead of importing grilled potatoes, we can export them, and we can export the water, and we can export... Oh, that's right. I already removed the packaged foods. I just have to re-add that to say sending. And then we'll come over here, and we're going to receive those. We're going to receive water, and I'll have to add this back again, and we're going to, you guessed it, received packaged foods. So then our bot haulers over here will be able to go ahead and take care of all of that stuff. And then we can get rid of all of our housing. Of course, there's plenty of logs on the ground here. And potatoes and, you know, all that stuff. So, I guess if we want to pick all that up, we actually have to build another builder's hut. So let's do that. Set that to, of course. Alright, that should be good. So now, the only other district we have biobeavers in is up here. We've got these guys, and we'll leave them alone for now. They're fine. They're not hurting anybody. So we should now have minus the 11 or somebody in this district. Yeah, 11. We should pretty much have everybody else here. 213? Really? Oh, that's just adult beavers. 225. Yeah, that sounds right. And they have a lot of vacancies that I don't really think we need to have. We'll get that all figured out. We got a lot of organizing and optimization to do. And to be quite honest, we probably don't need all of this industrial stuff anymore now that we've more or less built up the map as much as we're probably going to, aside from the long promised fun project right here that we'll get to soon-ish. And that might end up being its own district as well, depending on how I'm able to work the pathing out. I'm not entirely sure. Because I think the way it is now, I really couldn't get up to the top of this without moving the district center. Which, you know, I can do. It's not against the rules. I guess there's not really any rules to begin with. But I think if I move this guy to the other side here, it was originally down here, but if I move it over here, because the only reason I had it this far was so they could get all the way up to this part of the wall, and we kind of don't need that anymore. So if we go ahead and do that real quick, just move him. Oh, I'm pressing F and not R. Okay. Huh. Well, okay, now I don't know which way is correct, so we'll just grab that again. Beaverburg. Did I put an H? No, I did not. Beaverburg 7, because this is Series 7. So this will take, it'll take some time to get reassigned here. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Anyway, let's turn on turbo speed. It is fun to watch this tick back up. So before too long, we should have a... Why does it only say 193 adults? Did they go to other districts? Okay, well now I'm curious. Alright, so I may have made a mistake. No, I don't want to do that. I may have done an oopsie. Ah, District 19. friends in District 19. Why are you here? There is no reason for you to be here. You must go back to Beaverburg and let the bots do what they need to do. Alright, so I guess that is what you would expect to happen. But still happen. District 20 is the other one. I think we're good. As long as this is District 20, which it is. Yeah, looks fine. If somebody's stranded and I don't notice it, then, well, that's just too bad. Why does this say not connected by paths? Is it outside of the range? Okay. Well, I can't really be upset about that, can I? Since I, you know, moved the whole thing. I guess that's, it comes with the territory, so we'll have to fix that later. But that should have given us... What do you mean it's less space over here? You know what? Alright, so, Sulphurous time. I have deleted this one dandelion, I think 4 or 5 times, because I was going to put ladders here and just never did. So, now we get to wait for somebody to come do that again, and then we'll fix that. That is kind of a funny little error there. It's fine. Alright, so as soon as they wake up, they'll come delete that, and then I promise we will put the ladder in because I'm going to do it literally the second I am able. I'll just have to wait. Somebody come grab this thing. Oh, here comes a couple. Alright. Ladders are a go right there. Build these immediately. Thank you. Please and thank you. So that should fix... That should fix this area right here and give it a bigger boost. And then we should be able to get up to the top here. Which I think we will also do with a nice big ladder right here. If it reaches. Well, that was kind of scary. The game stuttered a little bit. Because I did have the foresight to put in these crossing paths here. So we will do just that. I think I could actually probably just do that this episode. Alright, somebody come finish this. You know you want to. There you go. Good job. Yeah, so now we have all the way across here and then all the way out to the gate. So we should have no problem getting all the way up here. And if we do have a problem, then we'll just fix it. Because that's what we do. Actually, I could have this come across this way, too. Put in a... Oh, yeah, we've got tons of metal. We can do another bridge. How about a 4x? 4x and then a 5x on the other side. There we go. Yeah, we'll put a nice walkway across there. Well, the bridges are only for trains. Who cares? That is fine. A-okay. I kind of feel like this needs like an epic staircase, but it's going to be more efficient to just do the ladders this way. Just like that. And then I think if my very, very sketchy in-head math is correct, this should work. And if it doesn't, we'll fix it. It's really not that big of a deal. That gives them a nice project to work on. Meanwhile, yeah, we got tons of builders. We still have 43 unfilled jobs. And presently, let's see. Bot assemblers, well, those are bots doing that, so that really shouldn't matter. So we just need to make more bots, it looks like. Builders' huts, we already have... okay, that does not need to be bots. That can be just regular beavers. That should help solve a lot of those problems. Actually, I don't know what district that was, so I should probably have checked here before. Yep, I'm willing to bet you at least a couple of these are in bot-only districts that I just blindly assigned. Okay, now District 20, that should be all bio beavers. District 23 should be all bots. District 28 should be all bots. So that is what I did. Don't need any of that. And then, of course, Beaverburg. So, man, we are just choppy. We're going to have to slow it down a little bit, unfortunately. So it looks like this is actually going pretty well. We are going to need to, before we get too comfortable here, we are going to need to put in a platform and another platform next to it so they can actually build up due to the mechanics of the ladders. But that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we're going to be golden. Going to be just fine, folks, because this has just turned red right around here. So the end of the path should be right about here. But that's all stuff for a future episode, so we'll get there. The other unfortunate part is that now, we've got extra beds that we're not going to use. So we can actually delete pretty much all of this, actually. Just move it somewhere else a little bit closer, which is going to end up being the other side of this little ugly spot here. Now, is a 3 high enough for that one? Yes, it is. All right, so that's going to be 3, 6, and then we'll do 9. Have to come back behind with these. And we're not going to need this. So we'll just get rid of that. If we ever have to redo it, then we'll get to that when we get to that. I don't think we need to build any more stuff back here, so I will just move all of our housing. Although we have enough housing elsewhere where I don't think we're going to need this, but it probably would be smart to have at least some of the beavers sleeping over here. So to that end, we will put our barracks there, and we'll put our large warehouse for the food. Hello? Oh, I'm pushing T instead of R. There we go. Not a flawlessly intelligent move there. Alright, so let's set this to packaged goods, accept, empty, and then these two will be for planks, because planks have to have somewhere to go. Those will empty, these will empty, and we'll let them take care of all of that. We are going to have to put in right here a ladder to get up to the second level of planks, but that's fine. So we'll let them build on that for a second, then we'll fix everything else. How are we looking here? Hopefully that still lets me go up. I know it's a larger amount of space taken as far as the distance beavers can travel when you go vertically. But I really hope I don't have to move the district center again, because that would be annoying. Can you even see it going up a thing? No, you can only see when it changes XY position. Well, I don't know, in Minecraft, Y is height and Z is not height, but in every other context, I'm pretty sure Z is height. I don't know. I wasn't good at math. So let's see. We'll get this finished right here. I really, really hope we can get at least out to here. Okay. Oh, beautiful. How far out? How far out is it going to go? Can it get me to there? It sure can. All right. Fantastic news, folks. That means that I'm not going to promise next episode, but sometime, hopefully this weekend, Well, I guess next episode would be this weekend. It would be Saturday. Saturday or Sunday. We're going to be doing something cool up here. Waiting a long, long time to do this one. It is kind of cool. This kind of looks like a seal. With like the flipper here, and that's the head. Well, one flipper. Or you look at it this way, it's like a weird fish swimming to the left. I don't know. Should probably stop looking for shapes and stuff. But I digress. How are we doing over here with picking up? You have not done anything. No storage space available. Well, sometimes that's just how it is. I guess it doesn't hurt to have some more log storage, does it? Probably not. So we'll just go all the way across here again. Set this up to be logs. And then eventually we can export or just hold on to them. Because we do need them to run the engines. So I guess it's not all bad. We've got plenty of gears. We got treated planks. We got scrap metal. We got whatever I put down here. More gears that I don't need this to be gears anymore. So I guess... This probably... Oh man, now I'm not sure. So I got 3 levels of gears down here. This probably can just be, well, not gears. I don't know. That's a problem we can worry about later. So we've got so much storage for logs. I honestly am not sure how we're ever going to go through all of it. We're going to have to end up exporting logs back into the main district. That's probably the easiest thing to fix here. So we'll just reverse flow on that. And then let's see, how are we doing on here? We have 15 unemployed bots. We have 0 unemployed bots. Okay, so who has unemployed bots? Please do not crash. Thank you. No unemployed bots here. No unemployed bots. Where are the bots? Where are... You know, I guess I could just... look here. I never use this interface. I probably should. Housing, workplaces, storage, power. Wow, I didn't even think about looking at the power ones. Or the well-being. Wow, this is useful. Migration tab. Man, I really should use these a lot more. Excuse me. First of all, how dare you? Second of all, I can't believe you've done this. After all that, we spent all that time trying to take care of our... You know what? I swear. You have failed me. You have failed me. I told you to unpause when it's below half a block. And did you? Well, I don't know. Maybe you did and I just didn't pay attention. So now these are all dead and we have to replant and wait another 12 days. Man. See, folks, automation is not the answer to everything. Oh, boy. All right, so this one's fine and this one's fine. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe I just didn't have it prioritized highly enough and beavers decided to go do something else. Well, at least they're... You know... Are we that hard up on beavers that we have so many important jobs not being taken care of? What is everybody else doing? I guess I have to, oh. They're all in water pumps because we have a ton of water pumps. And I decreased the amount of beavers. So what that tells me... Where are these bots that don't have jobs? Did they all come over here? Yep, that's exactly where they came. Okay. That might explain... That might explain our problem here. Okay, Beaverburg. I need to set a minimum bots here. Let's say 50. Or 55. All right, I'm not going to deprioritize this one, but lowering the priority on all of these builders' huts and hauling posts should hopefully help us a little bit in preventing another cataclysmic spatterdock die-off. Or I could just raise the priority of the farmers. That's probably the correct way to go about it. Now, oh, I never attached the stream gauge. Okay. Well, we will fix that. See, below. Yeah, close enough. That's fine there. So that should solve that problem. This one, I guess I just never attached these. This one is a little bigger, so I am going to put that at 0.6, and we'll put this at 0.9. Nope. Don't re-drag something. Close enough. So that's fine. What is our storage here? It says 0.88, so they're going to keep... really? That's what 0.88 looks like? Okay, well maybe we're... there we go. We'll see 0.85. That should help our case a little bit. Because I think the rest of these are done, except this one that we can't do, because I literally can't blast any more down. So that's a fun problem to solve. I think we can pretty safely get rid of these Lidos here, because they're going to be useless for 90% of the time. It was a cool idea to put those there, but this just doesn't have enough water in it for that to make any sense. Plus, we got 4 right here. So, they're going to be fine with that. In terms of other stuff, we have plenty of food, plenty of water. So there really isn't too much more of a challenge unless we change the rules or raise the stakes or something. But I think at this point in the playthrough, we've proven that we are able to handle pretty much anything the game can throw at us, at least with this setup. I think I would like to try a longer drought, like maybe up to 100 days. Obviously with a little bit of a smaller population. But that would be a fun challenge. I don't know if I will make a whole series about that or just make one video or maybe do some live streams. I don't know. We'll see. Got some different ideas. But while we're on this subject, a couple of you have suggested modifying the what's the word I'm looking for? Yes. The source blocks for water. I don't know why I couldn't think about that. Like these guys right here. Down in the, let me click, thank you. We have 8. I think that's how that math works out too. Or I could have just done this. Yeah, we have 8 of these guys. So if we had, for example, X amount of water coming out of each one, people proposed doubling it, which I don't know if that is a fantastic idea or not, but we will maybe have to ask you guys. So if you have thoughts about changing the amount of water that comes out of this, leave a comment. I'm very interested to let you tell me your thoughts on that, because I feel like we've kind of modified the parameters for this game enough as is with the increased district size and everything. But if you guys really want to see this full of water, we're going to probably have to modify the amount of water that comes out of those. And that's probably the easiest way to do it. I do have the option in the game file to tweak how that works. I think I have the ability to do it. I know on game setup you can do it, and I'm pretty sure you can go back and edit it. Or if not, open some sort of config file and take care of it that way. But that is something that I think would be not necessarily against the spirit of the playthrough, now that we've demonstrated we can actually handle that much of a drought. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. I'm very very interested to see what you have to say. If you guys want to go for it, we'll go for it after we get pretty much everything else done, which honestly could be next episode, 2 episodes from now. I think it would be fun to see the whole map completely full of, well, the parts that are supposed to be full of water. I think that would be fun. So yeah, we'll we'll figure that out. And I got a couple other things I would like your input on as well, specifically district names. I know we've talked about it a lot. The different districts, we have, I think 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 5 districts. And all of them, with the exception of Beaverburg, because that's the name of the thing, will get a new name chosen by the community. I didn't build a ladder here. But yeah, so I've actually put up a poll last night as of the release of this, 38 minutes ago as of the recording of this, on my community tab, for you to let me know your thoughts on district names specifically for this district with all of the bots. We have a couple of suggestions from the community members that are listed there that they've commented in past videos, and there's also an option for you to choose if you have a different one you'd like to suggest in the comments, and if your option that you put in the comments gets more votes than any of the ones that the community previously suggested, then you win, and that's what this district will be called for the end of time, or at least the end of the playthrough. So, yeah, feel free to vote in that poll. It will be running until 10:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time tonight as of the release of this video, which should be exactly 12 hours after this video goes live. So if you're the people that watch this series enough to have an opinion about what the district should be named, you're probably going to hear this before it's time to stop voting in the poll. So go ahead and let me know your thoughts there. And that should be fun. And then I think next one we'll do the beaver logging area. We'll just go counterclockwise, then bot mining 1, bot mining 2, and the wall of levees and all that. There's been a couple of suggestions I like particularly for this one, but as always, I want you guys to have input and some ownership over this, so feel free to leave comments on any of the videos, what any of the districts should be called, and I do scrape the comments to get access to the different things you guys say and put those in the polls, so feel free to always let me know your thoughts on that. Anyway, we have still some time left in today's video. It's not going to be a crazy long one, but I did want to do a couple of other improvements since we're already on the road to a lot of that. Like some more aesthetic stuff. We haven't really done too much of that lately. It's kind of just been a little bit of chaos, if we're being honest. So there's all sorts of little stuff we can do. Like, see right here, their decorations, we can take our little roof tiles and make some friendly little gables on top of the guys right here. And I think, actually, I don't need to put them on any other levels because I know that the effect is... Oh, I actually can't. Okay, that's fine because I have platforms there. But the effect goes all the way down to the ground, so that is A-okay. I don't think they can reach up here, so I probably won't be doing anything unless we really feel like putting some other stuff up here. I don't think it's necessary. But aside from that, there's all sorts of other fun stuff. Like we have... I'm in the wrong tab. Is it under monuments or well-being? Okay. It was the frog statue, which is a spirituality boost. I guess the same as the shrine. And I really like this guy. Like you can see him right here. I forget who actually made this mod, so I'm very sorry if this was you and I don't remember your name. But like, look at the detail on this. It's like it's actually sculpted. It's a really cool design, and I think we could use a couple of those in our little beaver town. So let's take a quick look right here and see if there's any spots that are begging for frog. Right here might be a good one. Can I flip it? Oh, that's going to mess up the texture, so let's not do that. Maybe it won't mess up the texture. Hold on. Can I even... Oh, all it does is... Okay, I can't do that because it's going to mess up the base. But that's fine. They probably had no intention of making that work with other mods, and nor should they. That's a lot of responsibility to put on yourself when you're making mods for free in your spare time, so... I try very hard not to be critical of anyone doing mod work. It's a whole lot of coding that I do not understand. Probably could never hope to understand. So, we'll put one in there because those guys could use a nice spirituality boost as well. And let's see, is there another spot over here that would work for some frog reverence? Oh, we need to redo this too. This is ugly. We'll fix that today. Oh, I wish that would have worked. But I'll tell you what we can do. Because we don't need any of that. Oh, that was books. Alright, well, I shouldn't have destroyed that. We will fix that by putting books back here. If I can find the books, there we go. And right here, we can actually remove all this and do something else with this space, which I think we will. Well, being we still haven't put a temple in. And that's why. But we can stick that guy right there. That'll be fine, which of course is, if I can mouse over, it's a spirituality boost. But not everyone's going to visit that. They want to have their time with the frog. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. It is not our place to judge. They are free to do as they please. I can't really put this anywhere else, can I? Unless I put it right there. Because we're no longer worrying about that being a water dump. So that's a good spot for that. Let's see. We've built everything else except the mud bath because we haven't done terraforming at all. Which is honestly kind of astounding to me that we haven't. We just kind of blew right past that one. So I think in the interest of I kind of want to just put it back behind one of these things so it has to drill down. It's going to be bots only, so oh, these look kind of weird in the waiting tracks with how much longer the trains are. We'll have to fix that. But the bots, I believe, yeah, they'll reach all the way out to here. So if I were to just take all of this out, which I am going to eventually do, we just have to get the beavers up here to actually remove stuff. So let's prioritize that collection there. I guess you can delete all that. That's fine. They don't have to go up anywhere. They just have to come and gather all the goods. So maybe we'll wait a little bit, unless I can find a better spot to do terraforming stuff, because I do want it to be close enough to where the bots don't have to go super far out of the way. We probably should also put in... Oh, I put a shrine here, that's right. Let's take one of those shrines out and replace it with a charging station, because our bots are going to need some sort of charge up here. So I don't know, if I put anything over here, it's just going to be kind of ugly. This is the designated, like, waste area. Right here probably wouldn't be bad. They're not going to come pick this up, are they? It's going to take them 800 years. So maybe we don't... Man, why am I struggling so hard to figure this out? I guess the next logical spot could be back here. It's probably fine. Dirt excavator. It requires power too, so we should be a little cognizant of that. I can come in here and just hook this up through the back way. Probably the smart thing to do here. Because we're not ever going to need to go past here, I'm sure. And then, of course, we'll put our stairs right like so. That'll take care of that. And, of course, we'll have to actually make a terraforming station. And then unlock terrain blocks as well. So a terraforming station doesn't have to be right here. It doesn't have to be powered. I don't think it does, at least. I don't remember it requiring power. So what about... right here, then we'll have our path going up to it. That's fine. And then if we can find any spots that we actually need to do any amount of terraforming with, then we can do that. If not, we'll at least be collecting the dirt for our mud bath. Which, come to think of it, I don't remember where it is, but there's one of those... Oh, does that go in the industrial pile now? Yes. Okay. So that's fine. We can just build one of those. I didn't unassign that. No. Good. Yes, we'll just do a large industrial pile. It could even be right next to the terraforming station. Little ugly, but this is not an aesthetic build. That's fine. Dirt can go there. And then in our fun zone, we can put in a mud bath. It does have to be powered, so it is going to have to be probably over here, just for the sake of actually being accessible. I think I can just put it right on top. Do I want to do 2 of these? Why not? Why not? We'll do 2 mud baths, and I'll just have a little platform here. Have that go all the way across like that, and then our beaver buddies can get access to that way. Hopefully that gets built sooner rather than later. This is back growing again, so that's good. Our pumps are continuing to pump. We have 14 unemployed beaver bots in this district. This district should not have any unemployed beavers or bots. So let's send 3 of those back. And now I think what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to replace some of these with bots pumping. And I'm going to choose these because these are the furthest away from the conventional spot where beavers are going to be hanging out. We should probably also start dumping water into here because this will run out of juice. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, we'll see. I think those 3, we have 12 that are not... do I want to put bots here? I guess there's not really any harm in doing that. I could just go into the jobs panel and do this, but then I'm not going to know which one's which unless I click on it anyway, so what's the point in doing that? We'll just turn those all into bots. They can just keep on pumping, and we'll be good to go. So, as promised, this is hideous. It is extremely ugly, and I want to make it not look like a complete and utter disaster. So I think what we'll end up doing, at great risk of enormous travesty here, is just come in here and kind of rotate this 90 degrees. Maybe add in a different waiting station before the good station. And we'll go from there. We are going to have to get rid of all of this. So we'll let the train get out of there. They'll stop. Again, this is going to be a little ugly. But I will do my best to make it look somewhat presentable. So what we're going to want to do is plan out where our waiting track is going to be. Remember, these are going counterclockwise. So we have our goods station can probably actually come all the way up here. It's going to have to be lined up like that. So that is going to fit nicely there. This is the inbound. So somewhere in here, we're going to want to do our waiting track. That's probably going to end up being right here and right here. Of course, we'll put the waiting station in later. But by having it before the station, then, well, you're not going to clog up the station with all that other garbage. So, coming out of the station here, we can still have the train yard and have all that stuff, but it can be a little bit nicer looking, you know? So we can actually build this in like so. I think probably doesn't matter if this is in the main path of travel, but having it be a bypass I think looks a little bit better. So let's get rid of that track. That track, we'll have this come over this way. Then we'll turn this into one of those guys. We'll put a piece of track here. And of course we can't build all of this until the rest of this is put in its correct spot. So don't worry, this district is not going to combust by not having imports or exports. It's going to be fine. There's no bio beavers to kill or anything. So now that we have all this stuff, let's, are they still processing all of this? I think they probably are. Yeah, they really don't have a lot of space for most of this stuff, which is really too bad. But this is already a big aesthetic improvement, even if it is roughly still kind of the same thing. It definitely is not as egregious of a super ugly thing. So that will connect the beavers fine like that. Yeah, we're going to have to wait for all of this to get built. These guys are going to take their sweet time doing that. So let's turn on our turbo speed. Frame rate shouldn't suffer too bad. Although I do think we're going to have to get rid of at least one more of those breeding pods because we still have 250 beavers. We don't need 250 beavers. Realistically, if we have everything set up the right way and we don't have extraneous builders' huts or hauling posts, then we can probably have, I don't know, we might even be able to have under 200, maybe 150, 175. That's something we'll have to get to in a future episode. At least they're making good time with this, though. We'll let them finish this station building, and then we'll have to build all the way back across like this, just as soon as they are all done. Thankfully, they're going fast. So that's looking nice. Just come finish this, or you can go to bed. That's fine, too. That was always allowed. This is inaccessible. Oh, you know, that's not my finest moment. So the frog statue is unfortunately going to have to go because I deleted the path that goes into it. And I know there's at least one of you that got that. So if you left a comment already saying, hey, you deleted the path to your engine, congratulations, you are very smart and I appreciate you. But now it's fixed. So that's A-okay. Morning time, they're going to come finish this up and then we will be one step closer to having this railroad running once again. I do wish they'd come get all this stuff though. I could just delete it, I know. But I don't like wasting stuff. Plus it's fun to give the builders and people actual stuff to do. So let's see, we come in here. Yeah, okay, they're gathering some of it. Just very slowly. Actually, I guess I can't get rid of any of that until they get get this stuff out of here. No storage space available. No. I'm gonna have to build more storage for this crap. Come on. We already have so much. I can't believe it. Planks and planks and planks and planks. What's in here? Metal blocks? Scrap metal? Treated planks? Logs? Planks, planks, planks. And these are full, too. Well, because I have them set to fill up. Can't really be too upset about that. Alright, we need to let some water out to fill this back up. Just let a little bit in here. We'll have that down to 4. See if that works for us. Works for us. Heh. Anyway, we are actually just about full on our water anyway, so I think we probably don't need to do too much more pumping. Although I would like to store as much as I can, and we do have 16 days left. So we will leave that alone for now. Let's come back over here. Have they cleaned anything up? Not really, because they're still going to complain there's no storage. That's alright. We'll just build some more industrial piles everywhere. Because why not? I guess this one can be for planks, and this one can be for also planks. And we can put in a ladder here. I love the ladders. Honestly. One of the best additions that a modder has done for Timberborn is just having these ladders everywhere. Yeah, bring in the planks. Come pick it up and let's go. So we can, though, come and get our other station ready. So we have explosives All right, let's say what we're sending. Explosives, gears, logs. Is it just explosives, gears, and logs, and treated planks? All right. Explosives, gears, logs, and treated planks. And then we're going to be receiving lag, as well as grilled potatoes. Don't need to worry about because there's none left. I don't think. Yeah. We're going to be receiving metal blocks, packaged foods that we still have. Yeah, metal blocks, packaged foods, planks. I'll take that off. We're not going to send any more planks out. Metal blocks, packaged foods, scrap metal, and water. All right. Metal blocks, packaged foods, scrap metal. There it is. And water. So that should be everything, I guess. I swear they've already filled this. They've already filled it. I can't believe it. Well, at least we have other storage for this. All right, do not tell me there's no storage space available for planks when there's this many. Jeez, seriously? I got set. Oh, that must be global, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Man, that is a bit annoying. Just to have to keep building storage for all this garbage we don't need. All right, so I think that's probably our cue to kill some of these completely unnecessary things over here. I'm going to kill 6 of these as well as those barracks, and they can come pick up the pieces. So I think that's probably fine. What do we have here? Are these planks again? Yep, they're planks. Packaged foods. That's all good to go. That's looking fine. Ooh, oh, you know what we didn't turn back on? This guy. Yeah, let's immediately build more of those. In fact, we could probably go ahead and build the other 2 that we were going to do forever. I got to be careful which way these face. Those 2 are going that way, so these 2 are going to go this way. And all the beavers will have to walk through here at least once per day because, well, that's just how it works. Treated planks, we're not currently exporting because the railroad station is not built. So these guys that are... Oh, this hasn't been built either. Waiting on treated planks, that's fine. Dirt, that's fine. Now back over here, we still, I guess this is already full and we're still... Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna kill them. Not the beavers. All the rubble. We have so much, and it is just wasting our time. Oh, that was metal blocks. I didn't want to do that. Okay, never mind. You can roast me in the comments for that. Please feel free. Scrap metal, scrap metal, scrap metal. We have so much scrap metal. Just want to make sure there's no metal blocks. Good. All right, that is 9 metal blocks. I think I got rid of actually 100 metal blocks. So F in the chat for the metal blocks. It was a mind-bending lapse of judgment there. But let's put this piece in here. I believe I have to put in right here and right here, and then we'll do our waiting station right there. Yeah, that should be fine. I think we could just have this whole thing be its own block. I'll put a... I can't do that until it's built, so that's fine. Okay, we have our pathway here, so I can't completely block this off, but I can put our one piece right here. And that's going to have to be a one-way as well, which we can only do after it's built, of course. And this is already full. Man. We got a lot of planks. Why are we so low on pine resin? Oh, hello. Why? Okay, because we're out of water here. The eternal curse. All right, that's fine. You can get some more water in here. Don't want my chestnut trees to dry and die. Plus this too, so I guess that's working out just fine. And now this flooded again. You know, honestly, at this point, it's my own fault for having this set up the way I have it set up. Oh, man, I should have long since fixed this. Oh well. Back up to 2.5 you go. And you can just drain all of your water back here where it belongs. We still don't have a... Okay, we got grilled spatter dock. We're doing all right. No visitors to the frog statue, huh? Do not anchor the frog. You must pay him a visit, or he'll become angry. All right. So that is that's fine for another, I don't know, 2 weeks in game. Let's come back over here. Did we end up building anything else? Not yet, because they're busy doing all sorts of other garbage. Probably picking up. Man, really? I really deleted the only column of just metal blocks, didn't I? That is that's rough. Alright, at any rate, we got to get this finished before the end of the episode. So let's go ahead and... Well, I guess the end of the episode is whenever I say it is, but I don't want this to be another hour and a half, 2-hour episode. We are well past the need for those. So let's get these guys in here to build our track ASAP. And then we'll get these trains running back again. And then I think we'll call it a day for today. So let's just... yeah, look at all this scrap metal coming in, finally. Let them do their thing. Rotate this guy around and not miss it again this time. There we go. One piece at a time. I know that's your favorite method of track construction here. But now this is going to divide sections. Perfect. That's going to be nice right there. This is going to also divide sections. Change direction to like that so they can just wait in here, even though this isn't going to be a waiting track. It will be its own little spot. I actually should have moved this one block forward, I'm just realizing. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I'm going to have both of these be a one-way anyway. That's fine. It's not going to affect the actual usability of anything anyway. Although if I had moved it back, I could have just made the... I always want to call this the train depot. It's a train yard. This is a goods station, which would otherwise be known as a train depot, theoretically. And now all the beavers got to go to bed. That's the problem. The problem with how this is set up. But hey, look. Worldwide, we only have 5 vacancies for beavers. Love to see that. That's exciting. However, we have 51 vacancies for the bots. And looking at our resources here, we do have parts to make additional bots. We have chassis, we have heads. We don't have a lot of limbs, which I always thought was kind of weird how you can have the same amount of factories for everything that theoretically should output the same amount at the same time. But ours don't, for some reason. I don't know. It's just one of those things that doesn't really make sense. You know, actually, we can turn this into an impromptu waiting station just by having this section be isolated, which means the train can occupy this and then just come through here. In fact, you know what? Why don't we just do that, and they can just go through the train depot, train yard. I always want to call it something different. Waiting station. Turned around. Okay, so the trains are actually kind of long now, so we'll... Nope, I can't do that one first. I can't do that one first. See, real-time thinking. That's what gets you. All right, come do this, please, so I can be finished with this. We can all go home. Come on. Are you coming over here? Yes, you are. Build that thing. Give me 2 units of scrap metal. All right, I see you guys coming in. Get that thing done. Very good. Waiting station it is, right here. Alrighty, and then we have these as well that we're going to go ahead and super prioritize. Finally get these trains back going the way they're supposed to be going, and then we'll be all good to go. Alrighty, putting the finishing touches on this thing right here. And that is gonna be it. Why is this just pink? Okay, there we go. So now this should all be, yeah, that's our waiting station. That's this block. That's the station block, including this track. And then this is, well, okay, I guess this is going to count as a different thing. We just have this one little bit right here that needs track. And then we're done. So that's the first thing they'll build in the morning. And then our trains can once again do their train thing and go all over the place. We're out of power. Why? Because we have no logs. Are we out of... Are we not importing... You know? Friends, I've done it again. Now, we did this for a very good reason. Because we had too many logs. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, they're sad. It's a sad state of affairs. I am so glad I caught this. If you commented that I'd done that and forgotten, congratulations, you are smarter than I am. Again. So we'll just reverse the old log flow there, and then all of our haulers will take care of that, and we'll be all good to go. All right. Now, come on over here with some scrap metal. Let's get these trains rolling again, and we'll send everybody on home. In single speed, because it's kind of nauseating to look at 8 frames per second the whole time. Except that guy walks really slow. So, that's the way it goes. Come on. Put the scrap metal down. Oh, you're not even going to build it? See, that's why I thought these guys were haulers. But he does indeed work at the builder's hut. So, anyone doubting? That's the gospel truth right there. And now we gotta wait for somebody else to come finish this. Because nobody else is in the area. Alright, here you go. You are the chosen one. Finish the track. Very good. So now this is a complete circuit again. And our trains can happily come through. Excuse me? Oh, okay, he didn't have anything to pick up at the station, I guess. So, Sir, hello? Your butt was hanging out the end here. But I guess that's what happens when it's a big, long train. All right, the new carriages might be a little wonky graphically in terms of animations going around turns, but they sure do look cool. So I'm excited to have some more options, even if they're just visual for right now. That is very cool looking. Love to see all the different stuff there. So is this 100% better and perfect? No. Is it better? Yes. So... I mean, all else equal, and a fresh start and a different playthrough, there's no way I would have designed the system end-to-end like this. But that's what we did today, and I think that is still something to be excited about. Our poor beavers. Bots, whatever you want to call them. So the bad part about this is they're all incapacitated because there's nothing going on. So we're going to have to fix that by bringing in some actual beavers. And we're going to have to switch the haulers over to beavers. And let them just fix this mess for a brief moment. And here they come, running on around. Get these things going, folks. Alright, so that is running, which means smelters can be running. Then we just have to have this other engine running. Then these guys have to go back up to get charged. Hopefully they remember how that works. Although it is a nighttime now. Ah, that wasn't checked. That is probably why. So I guess we'll let them get a little bit of wood stocked up in there, and then yeah, now this is these chargers are operating again. So these, yeah, they're making a beeline now. Fixing problems. See, I told you this is always what happens to me. I think I've got everything figured out. I can end the episode, and then I come across a catastrophe of catastrophes pretty reliably. It is what it is. Anyway, we'll let these guys get a little bit more work in, and then we'll send them back to their homes and let them be on their merry way. So while they take care of that, we'll do our standard debrief here. Of course, tomorrow we've got more Kingdoms Reborn coming out, and this weekend we've got more Timberborn. I don't know if we're going to finish the series this weekend. Depends on what we're able to get done. But I've got some fun stuff planned for that hill. I think, well, at least a couple of you will be very, very excited about. But it's all good fun. We'll mess with some other stuff. So don't forget, while we're on the subject here, you can choose the name for this district in the poll on my community tab that is live right now until 10:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight, 12 hours from the time this video goes live. So go ahead and vote there, and then we will change the name of the district to the winner on Saturday, as well as the winner of the poll for this district, because that will run starting 10:30 Eastern time tonight as of the posting of this video in my community tab. So go make sure to check that out. Or when you come in to watch the Kingdoms Reborn video for Friday, hint, hint, you can vote in that poll then. That'll be names for this district. So if you have any ideas for the beaver logging district, feel free to leave them in a comment here or on any video, but it probably wouldn't make much sense on a on a Kingdoms Reborn video to comment for Timberborn stuff. But yeah, I'm soliciting